I really like making origins. However, whenever I join servers, I always see the same origins being used and end up losing interest. Now, as a professional origin maker, I took it upon myself to make a server where every single person would have an origin custom made to their own tastes. These origins are based on the 22 major tarot cards, with each member of the server having their own card that they can choose at the start. I will then work with them to make the experience that matches what they are looking for in Minecraft. This server will be a lore-heavy server, with a dedicated team working to build a story that allows everyone to fit in. If you're interested, then join our Discord server in the description and fill out the form. We are looking for interesting and creative people to hang out and talk to, as we want to make a socially active server where everyone can get along. Now, I'm not your average origin maker, and to show you what I'm capable of...
But most servers have people with custom origins who say
Shut up! To show you my attention to detail, I'm going to show off one of the origins I'm currently working on, based around the death card. Here, I have the ability to open up, you can't see, but I'm opening a special hotbar in which I have 5 different slots. I can, I believe you have some of my crafting ingredients, if you throw some of them to me.
Okay.
I can consume them. When I consume them, I will get a random, like a custom enchant, you could say, for a different item. So when I consume iron, I can get a shield enchants. I'll give myself a shield. So I opened up the slot thing here, and I'll put a shard of the overload, 2 in here. I'll do 1 first, actually. Shard of overload 1. Well, you can't see, but okay. During the 3 or more blocks, will create an AOE slam attack around you, damaging the shield and those around you, sending them into the air. Damage 2, lift 0.6. If I fly into the air here, I shouldn't take full damage when I land. The shield should get damaged, and you should be flying into the air.
Ow!
Yeah, and let's get Shot of Overload 2. So this is the next enchantment, so it replaces the first one. And if I do the same thing...
Oh, that was 2 hearts. Ouch.
Yeah, so it does a bit more damage in the... So that's the highest enchantment. And then you can get a...
Oh, you have the shield in the back. Oh, because you have the mod.
There we go, Shard of the Tire Defender, that's the next one. This one, you get a dash if you block an attack. Are you in creative?
Ow.
Oh, I just completely missed. You get a dash.
Ow. That hurts.
That pushes them forwards. However, it gives you...
Ow.
It gives me weakness, so I can't follow it up with an attack. So that's stuff for the shield. It's not really interesting. But
so,
another example...
your origin allows you to merge things into your tools and stuff, right?
Yeah, so you can have custom enchants and stuff. So a really good example is if I give myself a bow. Also, this works completely independently from enchants. So if you have shards, you cannot have enchants on your bow.
Okay, that way to keep them there,
or armor at all. Yeah, so let's add the Shard of Proximity and the Shard of Sparks 3 to this bow. So now, when I shoot you, it should pull you in a little bit.
Oh, it pulls you in.
That's Shard of Proximity. What effect is this? Shard of Lightning 3 with a 25% chance to summon lightning when I hit someone. I know the maths is right.
Okay. I mean, that's 25%.
I know the maths is right.
That was more than 6 shots. It should have happened by now.
I know the maths was right.
I guess odds don't matter if you're unlucky. Ow. Any day now.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go. That is just ridiculously bad.
Well,
ridiculously bad chance.
You know what they say? Lightning doesn't strike the same spot twice.
Alright, this should be a higher chance.
Yep, that was once.
There we go. So now it starts attack more often.
That's
and
cool.
you may think, oh, that's pretty cool, right? But the inspiration I had for this was actually the very niche game Mycopunk and the crafting system it has. So this is the Shard of the Iron String. So some of these buffs are really fun. And what happens is that you now have a longer pullback, like this. But
oh, you're shaking.
Yeah, you start tweaking out. However, when you shoot, you might want to move out of the way.
Well, okay, I was out of the way. Whoa.
Yeah, so it's an AOE kind of shot, and it gives you glowing and weakness for 10 seconds. It also completely removes all of your hunger. It's not doing that for me right now because I give myself permanent saturation. If I remove that, my hunger is just gone.
What origin is this again?
Death. So death is about the origin of transformation. That's what the tarot card is, and it's like I have it written out somewhere. But yeah, in this you can shut up. But like you combine that.
Looking
with,
at this at first glance, it makes me forget what the death card is generally about.
Well, it's not about directly about like killing him, because that's not what the death tarot card means. It's about
So what the actual card is about.
So if we choose like a higher chance of there we go, and a higher version, we now have Shot of Lightning 8.
Okay.
So when I shoot this, yeah, most of them get struck by lightning. If you want to use the bow, so anyone can use these enchants. So this will be my origin can make them, but anyone in the server can actually use them. So go and give them a shot. I've never actually tested them in multiplayer, so.
Okay, I can see the bar down there. Oh, I'm hungry.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. Let me that's not gonna.
Okay.
That's not gonna work. You're gonna eat an awful lot.
No, I got it.
Okay.
Nothing enough bread can fix.
But that's that, and then you'll have other ones like okay, that's enough for the bows stuff.
Okay, hold on. So essentially, you give tools strong buffs to be able to do this at the cost of your hunger, making it like a sort of a devil trading something for power,
yes.
right?
There's a hidden fun mechanic about this.
Okay.
You can't really move when you're using the bow because of this. So you just go.
Oh, I'm floating.
You are floating until you
Crazy
let go.
trick shot. Hold on. Yeah, I hit him.
Yeah. So you
That's
can
fun.
you can probably jump off and shoot them, and it has 100 blocks of range. This also combines like I have 72 unique, like 72 different enchants I've made, and that's not including the different levels of enchants. So if I get my netherite sword, and I get Shard of Explosion, we throw in Shard of Flourish. So Shard of Flourish makes you attack faster. Shard of Sneak, that one's always fun. Shard of Magic and Shard of Lifesteal. Nice. So what I've got here is this sword will now, Jesus. So if I avoid combat, I get a damage buff. When I hit enemies, I consume a level of XP, but apply a random buff to myself. Shard of Flourish makes you attack faster, and Shard of Vampires, lifesteal. So now I've got my buffs. So.
Oh.
And now my attack speed is also much faster. However, you sacrifice with this. You sacrifice the base attack speed. Not the attack speed. The base Minecraft enchantment. So you don't just get loads and loads of damage. There are damage.
So essentially, every shard or enchantment from your origin gives the weapon a buff, but you have to trade something in return.
Yeah, kind of as a principle. So typically, the entire concept
trade something for power.
Is the kind of concept is this: you replace enchantments, so you lose just generic attack damage, but the stronger enchantments also make you sacrifice something. So I have one of these buffs. There we go. So Shard of the Sneak, which is the one where if you don't attack for a long period of time, the first attack you do, you get strength basically. Shard of Sneak. You get that, but you also take 1.5 damage, so you take way more damage.
Okay.
Or I just found a bug.
Okay.
I need to add that. It doesn't. Okay. So one example is we have get yourself some leggings, Niz. Get yourself some leggings.
Okay.
So I'll take these leggings. I'll add Shard of Shrink to it. Equip those bad boys.
Shard of Shrink. Okay, I think I have an idea on. Oh.
Okay. You're taller. How dare you?
You're tiny. Is that 1 or 2? Is that Shard of Shrink 1 or 2? You can hover over it and see.
That's 1.
So there's 2, and the second one makes you 1 block tall.
Oh, I'm faster.
You are faster.
Oh, but I have 2 less hearts. Okay.
Yeah,
Ow.
you die quicker. And give me a chest plate. Give me a chest plate.
Okay.
So we can combine that. Like let's say you wanted to be smaller and faster, but you wanted to have the same health as a player. You can combine it with Shard of the Giant, which is it buffs your health a lot.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, a lot.
Cool. So it buffs your health. However, you can't regenerate naturally at all. So it doubles what your health is, your max health, but you can't regenerate health whatsoever. So you have to take the armor off, or you hit things, because when you hit things, you have a chance to get absorption. And there are other buffs around this, so you can get buffs that give you lifesteal, which actually will apply if you're using these. It also might be on kill, I might be wrong here.
Yeah.
But there are, like, there's loads of different buffs. For example, this weapon, which, you know, I'll just give you this weapon while I get another one.
Oh wow.
So this is my version of knockback. However, it's a whole lot stronger. Did I do one? I chose one. Oh, I'm so silly. I'm so silly. Be gone.
Ow.
The fun thing is, right, this enchantment, while very good, is normally limited to things like weapons, right? And the thing that I'm really proud of is that all of my enchants, unless explicitly said, will work on everything. For example, you know how I had that enchantment for bows that sends them closer?
Mm-hmm.
That's an exclusively on projectile weapons. So it'll work on crossbows, it'll work on tridents, and it'll work
that's
on
cool.
bows. However, the Shard of Distance, which adds knockback,
Ow.
works on everything.
That's nice.
So all my enchantments, unless explicitly said, or armor enchantments, work on everything. Even you could get a stick, which does an immense amount of damage.
I guess on that sense, does that matter for anyone who doesn't have the origin? Specifically for whoever would be holding the shards, does that matter? Like, other people can't use your shards, or can they?
No one can hold my shards. No, so you can hold them, but they're useless, right? You can take them, you can't do anything
So
with
essentially, only you can merge the shards with tools.
them. Only I can merge them. So my origin has the ability to merge them and has the ability to craft them. But I think it's important to note that it's a playstyle. It gives everyone on the server the ability to have a different playstyle, right?
Okay.
And as I'm a very social person, all of these are. I do want this to be said. All of the origins I will be making tailored exactly to the person who wants to use the origins. So every origin I make is tailored towards the person who I'm making it for. So, for example, your playstyle, you have a revolver, a flame sword, and the ability to combat roll, and also like a Deadeye power, right? I'm not interested in that, but you are, so I made that. Another person on the server, really interested in doing redstone stuff, they have a redstone origin. I a little bit like to do a little bit of everything, so this origin kind of allows me to do a little bit of everything. And this origin isn't completed, but I do have some other stuff kind of in the works. You can see with this, I'm working on a speed power. Not completed yet. But one thing they were able to do later on, actually let me build up the resource real quick. One thing they were able to do later on, once they've built it up, is do it's very inspired by Liza P, because I've been playing it recently. There you go. Once you build up the resource, you can then shoot a kind of like blast, like this.
Whoa.
With some very cool custom sounds I added. I don't really know what to show next. That's why you should join the Oracle SMP. Link in description. Link in description. Yeah, don't include that.
I will include that.
This is where I advertise my OnlyFans. Hey guys, we, myself and Niz, will be uploading regularly on this channel with updates, trailers, and more to keep you guys engaged. And if you'd rather watch, we will also be streaming the events. In the next video, I'll be showing off the Justice card, made for Nizarita, which follows a more Western theme.